Being 4% of the world's population, and with 25% of that population being in jail, the United States has the highest incarceration rate per capita in the world, with North Korea coming in a close second. Over the last 40 years, the numbers of prisoners in the United States has increased quite significantly, over 400%. Our prisons break international law. Solitary confinement is considered torture and causes mental instability along with long-term increased aggression. Inmates are often looked at as very external from society. However, millions of prisoners are released each year, making yesterday's inmate today's neighbor. You'd imagine the main goal in sending someone to jail would be to help them change and re-enter society as a person they want to be, good for society and good for themselves. You'd imagine the prisoner's punishment would end once released. Unfortunately, this isn't the case. After convicted, a felon becomes ineligible for student loans, welfare, public housing, and often becomes disconnected from family and social support structures, along with losing their right to vote and inevitably increasing difficulty in obtaining a job. Return rates among prisoners are high, along with homelessness and suicide. Sadly, underlining our incarceration system is a de facto-like form of racism that also pollutes the system. According to sentencingproject.org, quote, African Americans constitute for 30% of persons arrested for property offense in 2009 and 39% of those arrested for violent offenses, parentheses FBI 2009, clearly disproportionate to the 12% black share of the overall national population. It doesn't end there. Costs to keep prisons running in the United States exceeds $70 billion per year, with some institutions spending as much as $100,000 per prisoner per year. With many people in jail for committing minor crimes or having small drug charges, imagine all the good that money would bring if we used it for something other than locking up petty offenses. With all the money saved, it could be used for education, environmental protection, and social safety net programs, including ones designed to help prosecuted individuals recover and re-enter back into society. The cost is much more than just money, however. The cost is to individuals, to families, to communities, and to ourselves. Together, we must change this cruel cycle. The war on crime and the war on drugs is ultimately a war on people. The numbers are in. It's bad policy, narrow-sighted, and as I said before, outright cruel. Reform is imperative. It is up to those who can act to help the ones who cannot. Be a part of the solution and react.
Dark cycle. Boy catches you in the
308.
Punishment!